Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I have a pick a card reading for you. This one is going to be about your future spouse. So we're going to get messages about your future spouse, maybe how you're going to meet them, how they'll look like if anything comes up along those lines, and basically how they are, who they are, what kind of person they are. Hopefully these are messages that want to come through. I haven't looked at these stacks previously, but I have a sense that that's where the reading's going to go. But yes, we are looking at your future spouse energies. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. Pick one of these stacks, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. You can pick from the crystals above the deck or the cards, or you can pick from the numbers themselves or just the stacks themselves. Maybe a particular one is really calling out to you. This is a general pick a card reading, so only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. Keep in mind that some messages may be for you and some may be for others. Let's just have fun, let's go with the flow and understand that energy changes at any given moment. It is definitely possible that I tune into your future person. If that's the case, comment down below, maybe years from now or maybe even months from now when you finally meet them. I picked a stack myself, and I'll let you know once I have chosen the stack and once I actually do the reading for the stack. So we're going to be part of the same sort of stack, so that should be definitely interesting. Go ahead and take your time. Feel free to pause the video at any time so that you can pick your own stack. Pick the one that is really resonating with you, is really calling out to you. Pick the one that you gravitate to. Drop into your intuition. Chances are, if this reading is for you, you'll know exactly which one you should pick. Again, here's group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4, and group 5. And once you have chosen, go into the timestamps down below, and then you can see when your group starts. I think I'm going to put in the comments too, so yeah. Go ahead and choose, and again, pause the video if you need more time. I hope you guys are doing great today. I'm so excited to get into this reading. I love these pick a card readings. Hopefully you enjoy them. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and let me know how it resonated with you and what you thought about the reading. Alright, let's get started with those who picked group 1. Alright, group 1, if you picked this stack, let's go and get started. Let's find out more about your future spouse, your future husband or wife. So if you picked the throat chakra stone, I think this is lapis lazuli, but I'm not exactly sure. It's like a nice blue stone. It's round, obviously, and it kind of resembles earth. Don't tell anybody, but this is one of the ones that I chose. I chose 2 stacks actually, but alright, let's see what cards you get. So you get barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life. Perhaps love, money, or goals. And then you get fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. You could be a business person. So you get coffin from your Lenormand cards, and then you get heart. I love this card, it just gives me good vibes right off the bat. Okay, and then for your tarot card you get the 5 of Wands, the Magician. Very interesting. There's something here about attractiveness or multiple people competing for someone's attention. Maybe you feel that this person that you're attracted to has a lot of attention from the opposite sex, or maybe that's you. So yeah, that's definitely interesting, but it seems like they're very attractive. Potentially. They could also have a lot of fire in their chart, just lots of passionate, outspoken energy. Like they're the type of person to say what's on their mind and to kind of get what they want, basically. Some of you are dealing with glam girls is what I'm hearing. Okay, so you get the Tower. What does not destroy me makes me stronger. I'll list all of these decks down below, by the way, if you're interested. Child, magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. The belief that everything is possible And then shadow attributes is pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. Wow. That is actually a powerful card, and I don't think I ever got this card. Look how beautiful this color is. I'm clearly obsessed with this color right now. There's a sense of innocence with this deck. Maybe that's you or them. Let's figure that out. Okay, Green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Your person, especially if you're a feminine, your person is probably a business person. Maybe they have their own business is what I'm getting, and maybe they feel like they don't have enough time for a relationship. So they could be a little bit more mature than you, but doesn't have to be. I'm always hearing of news stories of young entrepreneurs just like making it on their own and working super hard and not having any social life. So it's possible that they're going to be your age, around your age, but for others of you, I am getting more of a mature energy. So new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. For some of you, this is confirmation that it's not going to be an ex. It's going to be somebody new that you meet. I know that's going to be disheartening for others. Like, you kind of wish that it was someone you knew in the past because you're not fully over them. But it's also possible, if this is resonating with you, or this part of the reading, that what you are feeling for your ex is hindering new love from coming into your life. Fear, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Let's move this up here real quick. Hang on. Okay, and then you get happy ending 93. This is a 12, or it simplifies to a 12 and then into a 3. So creation energy. Some of you are dealing with someone who has been married before, or maybe had like an engagement go through, and I think that there's fear of committing to somebody again initially. Maybe you're dealing with somebody like this already. So it'll take some effort and it'll take some communication, especially because you got the communication stone. And I want to like show you real quick this Magician card. Very blue, right? And it really stands out in your spread. So I think that communication is going to be a big deal for this group, like your relationship. I think being vulnerable and opening up with your feelings, especially with magical child here. Magical child, no, child magical. Alright, so you get never-ending story. Exactly. This woman, she has wings, and it's kind of like, I guess you could say, wilting almost. And then she's sitting on top of a time, what is that called again, with the sand thing? Wow, brain fart. But anyways, you guys know what that is. It says never-ending story. So it seems like it's like an issue of things happening over and over again. And remember when I said that this person could have potentially had like a serious relationship that really affected them because it fell through and it didn't work out? Is what I'm getting. It's like they could be hesitant. Also because they have so many things going on. Like they could have work all the time. They have a business. So yes, maybe they're super successful and they can like love you by showing you, they can care about you and love you by giving you financial support or by giving you gifts. If you guys aren't aware of the 5 love languages, gift giving is one of them. For those of you like who picked the group 1 specifically, this person could be showing their love to you through gift giving because maybe they don't have time to, you know, spend with you as much as perhaps a typical relationship would be. But that's just for some of you. Let's see what else. Fertility. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. I love that. It's like a blossoming energy. I think that you're going to have this effect on this person. Group 1, I think that you're very gentle, especially if you're feminine. You have a very gentle, nurturing soul, possibly, and if not yet, I think that this individual will sort of transmute or synchronize with your energy to make you this way. Like, you're just going to feel like you want to care about them in ways that you haven't cared about somebody else. What I'm hearing is you're going to allow yourself to finally submit, but not in like, oh, you're like a king and I'm just a servant kind of thing. You're just gonna allow yourself to be vulnerable and submit to them because of how they are as a person. So this is where I was getting like the mature energy, because you respect them as an individual, because you actually look up to them. I think you'll be trusting of where they're leading you. And the person that they are, like, you'll be open to like opening up your heart and being more vulnerable, because again of how they keep you safe, how they make you feel safe, their actions. Does that make sense? Alright, so you also get pleasure, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. Yeah, I love this. So this woman, I don't know if you can tell, I'll definitely put a close-up of the cards, but she's just relaxing and she has a little glass. She's drinking maybe champagne or something. I don't know if you can see that. Like I said, I'll put in a little image here of the close-up of the cards, but I feel like if you're feminine, this is you. Like, this person can provide for you financially. And I know some of the guys are going to be like, oh my god, here we go again, like gold diggers. There are actually some men out there who like to give and financially support women, because that's how they feel powerful and confident, and that's how they show love, because they don't have time. They don't have time to spend with the woman, for instance, because quality time is one of the 5 love language. They won't have as much time, so what they do is they financially indulge in a person by supporting them and basically taking care of all their needs, and like basically giving them like a, what is that called? I'm blanking out, but it's like giving them money monthly and stuff to spend on themselves. Allowance. It's not like a sugar baby situation. This is like a housewife situation. I think this person, they work super hard and they're able to do that like no problem. It's like chump change for them to do that. But with this, be careful though to overspend and like cross a line. You know what I mean? Like, there have been recent stories of like this woman in the Real Housewives of something, I think Atlanta, where her man was a lawyer and she was like spending millions and millions of dollars per month or something on her glam team and her outfits and everything, and it turns out he was actually a very corrupt lawyer and he was stealing money from the people that he was supposed to be helping. Like, there was this big PG&E lawsuit, and he couldn't pay them. He couldn't pay his supposed clients that he was supposed to help because he didn't have any money. So that's what I'm getting. I feel like you have a potential to, I'm not saying that you're like a spend-aholic or shopaholic or something. I'm just saying that if you get used to the luxury, it might come to the point where you're like overindulging too much, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I feel that this person is scarce in a sense that they're very established, ambitious, and they got to that point because they worked so hard and they took risks, and they definitely had their failures. You know, you do have the Tower here. What does not destroy me makes me stronger. If I can get this out of here. I feel that this is about them. They've been through a lot, especially in business, because you do have the Fox here. Shrewdness and resourcefulness. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So, you know, with business, there could be a little bit of a kind of iffy business dealings and stuff, but for the most part, this person is a good individual. They could potentially be widowed for some of you who are older. Here's the coffin and the heart. They could be widowed. I know there are viewers here over 55. Very, like, some, but not majority or anything like that. But I know that there are older people tuning in. So this is specifically for you. Your person is a wealthy widow. Let me know if that resonates. Okay, I don't want to say wealthy because I don't want to make you sound like a gold digger, but they're living a good life. It could also be because they are very conscious of their finances. They're not like driving Bentleys and renting private jets, although that's possible. I think that they're just very smart with money. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. I feel that this is a lesson that your individual, your person, your future spouse had to learn. Maybe they started off this business on their own, and maybe you meet them when they're starting to hire people. So it's possible that some of you could meet through a work type of situation, but that's only for a few of you. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Yeah, so this person is an entrepreneur through and through. They just see so many opportunities and ways to grow. I'm getting that they also invest in real estate. So this person likely likes the finer things in life, and you'll probably get into wine or more expensive champagnes and things like that, possibly through them. A little bit of a hedonist, in my opinion, but just in some ways. I don't even see that it's an excess. I just think that they enjoy the finer things in life. I think that they'll dress you or pay for your clothes or something like that, kind of like a Pretty Woman type of situation where they take you shopping. Because I am seeing that she's wearing a very beautiful dress here, and she's relaxing, and she's got wine or champagne or something like that, and her feet's up. Enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, indulgence. This person is really into like a very typical person. They have a type. Does that make sense? Now, if you're a masculine, I am getting the same energy of, your person could be a little bit jaded when it comes to love, but they are very, very smart, and they're probably established in the career of some sort. Like, their career is probably very important to them, in my opinion. And I think that you'll find, whether you're feminine or masculine, you will find that they want a family, they want that happy ending, but they're afraid. They're afraid of opening up. It could be the money situation, so this person could fear that someone's going to steal their money. That's not going to be you though, right? I doubt that that's going to be you if you're watching on my channel. I feel like you're the type of person to break stereotypes. Even if you're an attractive man or woman, for you, loyalty is everything. You have integrity. You put your character, you have integrity, and you put that on a pedestal in the way that you interact with others and exist in the world. Your character is important to you, staying true to your word. I think these are things that are important to you. But yes, your person, whether she's a woman or a man, they're afraid of opening up. However, once they finally let their guards down for you, I feel that this is someone that you can definitely exist with. Yes, you can exist with this person, but I feel that this is definitely someone that you stay with for a very, very long time, if not forever. This is till death do us part. You found your person. They're very mature, wise. They know what they're doing. They've had tons of experiences. They've learned from them, or they're learning from them, and they're taking those lessons very, very seriously with you. Some of you could be dealing with someone who, they just struggled a lot in the beginning. They struggled a lot in the beginning to get this thing started, and they're not giving up. they're just not the type to give up. They love, again, the finer things in life. They want to live a luxurious life, but not necessarily like super greedy or overdone. But yeah, this is someone new. I'm not getting X vibes from this whatsoever. This is a new person that you've never met before, and I think they're gonna like open up tons of doors for you and just teach you so many things about their world and how it works. For those guys watching who picked group 1, don't think that you're gonna be like a sugar baby or something. Like, I'm not saying that you're going to rely on this person, but I think that you'll find they're a very attractive and powerful feminine person. Could be like a corporate type of vibe. For others of you, for the males who picked this, could be an older woman, possibly. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange that I'm getting that, but I've never really gotten that energy before. But yes, it could be an older woman for some of you. And I think that's where there's a fear there. You know, they're kind of worried. Again, this is only for some. But they're kind of worried if you're after their money or after something that they have. Maybe they have like a large following or something like that. They want to like protect that. But they want love. And obviously, if this is the right situation or the right stack for you and this resonates with you, I think that you'll show them that because, you know, I think that you want love. I think maybe both of you have kind of given up or thought about giving up on love and maybe thought it doesn't exist, but this is a very interesting one. It builds up slowly and it gets stronger and stronger as time passes by. So yeah, that's your reading, group 1. Let me know what you thought in the comments below and like this video if it resonated with you and if you enjoyed it. Bye. See you later. Hey group 2, what is up? If you picked this stone, this is for the sacral chakra. Let's see what your future spouse is like, what they're about, how they behave, how you meet maybe. Hopefully we get some of these messages. Alright, so you get apple. Temptation will test you. That's so interesting right off the bat. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Oh my gosh, the messages that I'm getting with this is super interesting. I'll put an image here of the close-up of the cards so you can see. And then you get the moon, the birds. Okay, so this is a warning. We'll get to that in a minute. This is a warning for some of you. Alright. And then you get the Empress. Could be a Taurus. Very feminine. Possibly for those males. And then you get the Ace of Cups. Also guys, if you enjoy this reading and if it resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate that. Queen of Wands, the greatest good you can do for another is not just to share your riches, but to reveal to him his own. Benjamin Disraeli. I love these cards, I swear. Which, by the way, I'll link these cards down below. Storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols, making up tales that harm others. So that was the shadow attribute. Oh, okay, that makes sense. See how you have that shadow attribute with making up tales that harm others? Well, the birds is about gossip and talking and conversating. So there is, again, like I said, a warning with that. It could have something to do with a woman. Maybe you're gossiping about another woman. That could turn off this person. So keep watch on that. That's some of the messages that I was getting. But also for the masculines here, you could be tempted by another woman. And that could potentially like hurt your person or kind of put blocks in your connection. So just a warning that I was getting. So let's see, Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Very, very interesting with the Empress here. It just goes to show that I think your person is very spiritual. They could be a psychologist, possibly a therapist, a speaker of some sort is what I'm getting, where they help people feel confident. They could be like a self-help teacher kind of situation, a motivational coach, maybe even a life coach possibly. But I think right off the bat, you will feel super open with this person. You'll feel confident. If you're a woman, you'll feel like a woman in their presence. Like you can feel like you can just blossom, kind of let your guard down, your shoulders relax. You start to take on a rosy appearance. Your skin starts to feel more supple. Like they just make you feel safe with this Ace of Cups and the Empress. This is definitely like true love type of situation. You might be like super tempted, but again, for some of you, you could have an issue of gossiping and talking negatively about other people. This is the type of person who is not into that. Like they'll probably defend that person. So keep wary of, again, talking badly about somebody else. With them, they're not the type of person to indulge in that. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that makes a lot of sense. Maybe you deal with jealous issues for some of you, questioning yourself and comparing yourself to others. This is a message about loving yourself before you compare yourself. Well, no, you don't compare yourself when you love yourself. I think you see your strengths and your weaknesses, and you don't try to pull other people or other women or other men down to feel more empowered. Greatest good you can do for another is just right. Okay, so we get freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Oh my goodness, look at this. 57, teaching and learning. Remember how I was saying like there's speakers or therapists or psychologists? They could also be teachers is what I'm getting. Because look at the quote on the Queen of Wands. It says, the greatest good you can do for another is not just to share your riches, but to reveal to him his own. Like this person could literally be a teacher or a writer of some sort. Like I said, a speaker. Super interesting. All right, let's see what else we get. Why? Oh my God, look at that. If you can't see this, I'll put an image up close, but 31. Why? And there is a book there with wings. Like this person is an intellectual of some sort. Maybe they're even a filmmaker or a writer. Like I said, they're telling stories. They're speaking about situations and experiences. Maybe speaking to an audience, possibly. Could be a healer, like a modern healer where they're on social media type of situation. Because they're so wise and because they've done the self-work though, that's why I mean like when I was getting the Empress and the Ace of Cups, when I was telling you like your skin will feel more supple, your circulation is going to improve, even your posture. It's because they're not giving you bad vibes, like they're not judging you. Because they definitely hold space for unconditional love. So they're able to do that. They're able to exist confidently within themselves and kind of transmute that energy to the next person. And I think they have this contagious kind of beautiful energy that people just love about them. This apple and woman thing is very, very interesting. When I see the apple, it reminds me of is it Sleeping Beauty? I guess Sleeping Beauty too, but Snow White. Where they take a bite of the apple, something happens, and they fall asleep type of situation. Yeah, as I'm hearing that this is specifically for masculines or males. They will not be forgiving as easily because they're so wise and mature. If they ever catch a hint, like they ever catch a hint of you being dishonest or disloyal or not respecting them, they're out the door. And I do feel like they're that type of person who's like, I don't need you. I want you, but I need you. Wait, no. I want you, but I don't need you. And if you think that I need you, you have another thing coming type of vibe. Like, they're very confident in themselves like that. What is that song from Beyonce? Irreplaceable. You know, to the left, to the left. Solar plexus chakra, 15. Yeah, so this person is very, very confident. I'm seeing lots of yellows in this area here, and also with the Empress. And the throat chakra, the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. So yes, this person is definitely a speaker. They're speaking to someone for their job. So teacher, therapist, like I said, healer, life coach type of situation. Could be even like a wellness influencer type of vibe. Dealings with a relationship with a woman. So yeah, I'll definitely show you an up close of these cards. I'll insert it now. Yeah, this person has been through a whole self-love journey. They weren't always like this, but they've come to learn that the only person that they can rely on is themselves. You might actually hear of this person from a friend or a peer or something. Maybe that's what kind of causes your interest. But with the moon and the birds here up top, it's very, very interesting because I feel that there's some issue here regarding gossiping. I don't know, I'm just getting like really gross gossipy energy. Just people going, oh my god. It's almost like it's warning you not to trust that. Not to trust what you hear about this person. It could be that a woman is whispering lies to you in their ear, or maybe you like have a friend or something that's going to be telling you to like break up with this person. They're no good for you, but your heart and your intuition is saying the opposite. It's almost like they're like, oh, this guy's nothing, or this girl is nothing for you, like, you know, you should just break up. But I think it's a mistake is what I'm getting. Especially with the apple, temptation will test you. It's almost like someone is testing your relationship to see how strong it is. But again, with the throat chakra, it's all about communication. If you have a question, this is a message to, you know, open up and talk about those issues or fears and hesitation that you're feeling. Yeah, you know what I forgot about? Making up tales that harm others with the storyteller here. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So it's possible, yeah, this person's a writer. I'm getting like book symbolism here over and over again. You've got a book here and a book here. Hopefully you can see that. But maybe this person has a tendency to dramatize their story, dramatize their point in order to get more, I guess you could say, attention. They could also be like super outspoken in the sense of the way that they speak to others and in public, for instance, can be out there. Like they have this very confident public image. They have a very confident way of speaking to an audience. Yeah, it's very interesting with the Queen of Wands here, revealing someone's riches to them. Again, I'm getting self-help, motivation type of vibe. So this person could be really into that. Healing. Kind of like tarot a little bit, but not necessarily. Just very spiritual. What they talk about, they aim to help others. Emotionally, spiritually, physically even. But yes, group 2. So about your future spouse. Your future spouse is a writer. Maybe even a published author. Could be a speaker, likely. Therapist, psychologist. Could even be a doctor. Could even be an influencer of some type. Dealing with people who are constantly trying to bring them down, judge them, ruin their name and their image, discredit their work, possibly. But yes, this person, okay, this is not funny because this is serious. I've dealt with this before. This person could have been like a manic depressive type of individual, maybe even bipolar disorder, and they're healing, or their career is because they've healed. They have the career they have so they can teach others because they've gone through so much, they've healed, they've figured something out, and they're teaching others about this thing. It's possible that you may be like, no way, that didn't really happen, I don't believe you. Yeah, right, did you really go through all of that? But it's because they have a way of telling stories that can really interest people, intrigue people, and get people's attention. But overall, I'm not really getting the sense that they're deceptive or they're lying. I think that people are just trying to bring them down because maybe they don't agree with the person's teachings or what the person believes and talks about. Look at all these blue cards: freedom, throat chakra, the moon, ace of cups. I'm getting this person could also talk about sex too. Like they could be like a sex therapist, possibly a dating coach, potentially. This is interesting. Like they talk about dating and love, maybe on social media type of situation. Psychologist, like I said, relationship coach, marriage counselor. And you're kind of like, wait, why are you single then? If you're so good at blah, 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 why are you single? Type of situation. Alright, so I'm getting a message that I'm not sure if I should tell you, but I'm just going to be honest because that's what I like to do. Just know that this is not for everybody. Some of you could be dealing with a relationship type of person, relationship expert type of person, and they experience a tower moment in their lives where someone comes out, like a woman comes out and is like giving allegations of maybe an affair or sexual assault or something, but I'm getting that it's almost fabricated, like it's not entirely the truth. Maybe someone's saying like, oh, he flirted with me and he doesn't really love you type of vibe. But like they're misreading the situation, if that makes sense. Like they're saying, oh, like he was trying to like flirt with me and be all touchy with me, but this person is like just being friendly. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that that's going to happen during a relationship. I think that they've been through stuff like that. So it's possible that that's why they're behaving in certain ways. Maybe you feel that they're kind of aloof or guarded. In addition, this person probably has a sister or is close to their mom, or maybe were raised by a single mom or something, because they have a ton of females in this spread. And I feel that it has a lot to do with their family life. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I think that you'll meet this person when you're super confident in yourself and that you don't need their love, but you just want them in your life, kind of like group one. Like when you're super in tune with yourself, you don't need no man type of vibe, but you want love, obviously, and you value love. But you're not like, oh man, like, how come it doesn't work out? Like, I want him so bad. Does he like me back? Type of situation. You're just going to be like grounded in your energy, especially with the Empress and the Ace of Cups. I feel that this is going to be you. Like you're just so confident in yourself. Nothing can faze you, and you're open to giving your heart and your love to someone deserving, and you're not going to settle for less than you deserve. I'm also getting with teaching and learning here that you could be partners of some kind. I think that you'll work together on some sort of project. You could be co-writers or co-authors of a book, potentially. That's what I'm getting for you. It's possible that you could be co-authoring a book and partnering up together and teaching others about your experiences, maybe even your relationship or whatever it is that you're working on. So yeah, group 2, that's your reading. I hope you enjoy this. I hope it resonated, and I hope you found it valuable. I'll talk to you guys later. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought about it. Bye. Hey group 3, let's see messages about your future spouse. If you picked this solar plexus chakra stone, let's see what your future spouse is like. Maybe how you'll meet. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so you get dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Maybe this is you. Maybe you have dark hair. But it doesn't really matter. Let's just see the messages. It doesn't mean that if you don't have dark hair, this is not for you. January. Interesting. Maybe this is a message about people who are going to a trip in January with a brunette friend or a family member type of situation. Maybe you're attracted to brunettes. Oh, look at that, the dog. I love that. I love that card so much. Oh, never mind. Well, I guess still, the mice. So the mice is all about lessening something. Next to the dog, it's a message of loyalty and maybe questioning loyalty a little bit, but let's see what that's about. Don't freak out. I'm not saying your individual is going to cheat on you. Alright, so you get the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Oh my gosh, the Three of Swords. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Group 3. Yeah, group 3. So your person or you could have like gotten their heart shattered. It doesn't even have to be from a relationship, although it could be. It could be from this dark-haired woman or dark woman. But this person's got their heart shattered. It could be like a family thing or a friendship betrayal. The Fool. You must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find your eternity in each moment. Henry David Thoreau. There is a little guitar or banjo, I don't know what to call that, but could be a musician. Oh, and look, you got the blank card from the archetype card. So it just goes to show that there's a sense of mystery. Like, this person is probably mysterious when you find them, when you meet them. Not find them, well yes, when you find them. But when you meet them, you're like intrigued, like, why is this person like so interesting to me? What is it about them kind of situation? So it could have something to do with their mysterious appearance. It could be a Scorpio rising or just a Scorpio sun even. But they could have Scorpio in their, rising sign. Artemis, guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Okay, so the dark hair thing is making a lot of sense. They could have really dark hair. They could have like that moon quality about them. You know how the moon kind of pulls the tides? That's what I mean. Like, even with this card, it's almost like they're going to pull you and you're going to be intrigued by them, by who they are. There's just this air of mystery around them. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Alright, some of you maybe already know who this is. I hate to give like confirmations of past relationships, but you'll know if the messages are for you or not. So trust your guidance. If your ears pick up, then you know. Alright, death. Oh my goodness, definitely a Scorpio. There's something here about Scorpio. It could be a period, maybe like a full moon in Scorpio type of situation. Something about Scorpio astrologically. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Interesting with the Three of Swords as well. So yes, honestly, you guys, I'm not going to lie to you. It's possible this is someone from the past. Like a distant past for others of you even. Maybe like a lost love type of situation, or some fleeting romance that you thought nothing of and then it comes back around is what I'm getting. He's super cute though. For those females who are resonating, I'm kind of getting a vibe and I'm seeing an image. All right, emotional balance, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. So I'm hearing that this person has grown. They've matured, they've learned a lot of lessons, but that's just for some of you. Romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience and reflection of a conscious lover. So this is a 93. It simplifies to a 12, which simplifies to a 3, and then you do have that 3 of swords. So this just tells me that right off the bat, it's romantic love that hurt them. 10, unfinished you guys, I can't. I didn't even look at these cards prior. Unfinished symphony, like, honestly, it could be a past relationship. This could be a female with brown hair where you like take a break from her, or this is you, maybe you have brown hair. But even then, it could be a man with dark hair, man with caramel skin, man with caramel hair, eyes, dark eyes, brown eyes. Synchronicity, 87. I love this card. I love the colors. Alright, anything popping up? Alright, so it's possible that for those of you who picked group 3, you weren't initially sure if you could trust them. You could be receiving messages also in January, so quite soon. But with the dog here and the mice, maybe you were like, oh, you know, they're probably a player. I can't trust them. They're like iffy. They're not super stable. But I think that after separation, they'll grow and they'll mature and they'll come into their own. For others of you, you know, you won't even know this person. It's not a separation type of issue. It could just be feeling like you know them, because again, they have this quality about them that's super intriguing, mysterious, almost seductive. Unfinished symphony kind of says for others of you it's like a past life situation, and you'll know instantly. Like, you'll probably recognize their face. You'll see them from across the room or whatever, and you'll be like, why does that person look familiar, although I've never known them? This is the type of situation. Synchronicity. There's probably a synchronistic event surrounding your meeting or surrounding your relationship. Maybe you have the same birthday, the same sign. Maybe you both have a favorite band type of situation. Something where you're just like communicating with each other and it's like, oh, no way, you too? No, I like me too type of situation. Death, the Fool. So I'm getting that this person is sort of like a wild child in a way. A bad girl, bad boy. Probably traveled a lot. Super tramper kind of energy. Hitchhiking type of energy. I'm not saying that they're a hitchhiker, but they've traveled a lot and they don't need a lot to travel. Like, they'll probably have a backpack or just one little carry-on suit. More like a backpack. Maybe they've backpacked all over the world or America or Europe before. Hippie definitely kind of vibe. Maybe a motorcycle, rides a motorcycle kind of situation. Maybe had a leather jacket phase is what I'm getting. But yes, maybe a Scorpio possibly. I'm feeling like this person could be super blunt with their words. But it's not like, you know how some women, they want someone to like, this is gonna sound so bad and I hope you don't hate me, but you know how some women, they want to be talked to respectfully? For some reason I'm hearing like Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly type of vibes. Like, they're just like teasing each other. I feel like this is your person. Like, you'll be teasing each other. He doesn't necessarily have to be super respectful to you. Like, he can slap your ass type of situation and you're not going to be super upset about it. I think you'll like it actually, but of course he's not going to, or they're not going to be abusive to you. Same thing with the males watching. Like, you can tease this person or they'll probably tease you and kind of poke fun at you a little bit. Artemis here, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Yeah, like I feel like this person is very powerful spiritually, but also psychically. They could have psychic gifts, maybe a very, very strong intuition. They could, again, be very spiritual. They could have kind of eccentric or out there beliefs that aren't necessarily accepted in normal society. I'm hearing that they could have really pale skin and really dark hair for some of you. But yes, as a conclusion, it's a lot of love here. It's a lot of love, passion, probably amazing sex or something like that. Hot, passionate sex. I think you guys, there's something here about a motorcycle for some of you. Like you'll just be cruising on a motorcycle type of situation. It reminds me of my parents. They used to like ride a motorcycle together, but they have such a chaotic relationship. So I'm not saying that that's going to be you necessarily. There's a lot of growth here, a lot of wisdom for sure. But like they had a chaotic relationship, but they would do stuff like that, like ride motorcycles and stuff. But they would also like talk badly to each other, if that makes sense. Like they would be like, you're a bitch, and like you're stupid, like you're so annoying kind of type. Some people are super mushy. They're like, oh babe, I love that, thank you. Like, oh, like, you know, here's your like I'll put your shoe on for you. I'll open the door for you. Like this is the type of relationship where they're just like, why would I open the door for you? You can open it yourself. So if you pick this stack and you're like, oh man, I don't want that, feel free to pick another stack. But for other people, like, you know, this is the type of relationship that you want, because you're probably afraid of affection, or you don't take affection very well almost. Maybe you feel like it makes you feel vulnerable. Maybe you're not at that point yet to be like super cuddly and sweet and affectionate. So you show your affection through like being mean to your partner or like teasing them, but it's like all in good fun type of situation. But yes, only take the messages that resonate. I never want to give you messages that you don't want or you don't want to attract, but sometimes, you know, we don't get what we want, we get what we need. But you know, the good news is you're gonna have a lot of fun, probably incredible sex. I think you'll be laughing a lot. This person is gonna say it bluntly. Whatever they're thinking, they're gonna be honest. You'll get used to it. Maybe at first you're like, what the hell was that about? That was not very nice, but you'll get used to it. It reminds me of a past relationship. I was dating this person and they were just super mean. Like the way that they talked about people was really mean. And I didn't really like that because it was people that we didn't know. I don't like to talk crap about strangers unless warranted. This was just a group of women after work having fun, and he was just like, wow, you come off of work and you're still talking about work. Damn, like, don't you have anything to talk about? Don't you have anything else to talk about? Like, it was basically like 3 coworkers having fun and still talking about what happened at work after work. And he was saying that, shouldn't you be talking about something else? Don't you have anything else to talk about other than work? You're already off work. For me, I was just like, well, maybe they're friends. Like, maybe work is passionate, or maybe work is their passion. But like the way that he said it, it was almost like, you know that quote when the person that you're with is mean to the waiter, they're probably not a good person, or something like that. That's the kind of vibe I was getting. Like, I don't know, I guess at that point I wanted somebody to be respectful of people that they don't know, especially strangers, and especially people who are having a good time. I hate it when someone's like pulling people down when they're just having fun. Like those women, like they were having fun talking about work. They're smiling, they're laughing, they seem like they're enjoying each other's company. Like, do you have to just like judge them? I don't know. That was just my thinking, but some people are okay with that. Like, maybe that's you. Maybe you're like, yeah, I would talk shit about people that I see. I don't personally agree with that. I think that's rude and unnecessary, but you know, some people just have that in their qualities or in their personality. It's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying that this person is going to be disgusting to you, but they'll probably be blunt in a similar fashion. It might make you go, whoa, like, calm down. But there's also so many good qualities, and they're a good person. It's a lot of fun, lots of chemistry for sure. And with the emotional balance here, like, maybe that was them in the past, especially if you knew them before. It could be like an ex-husband even for some of you, or ex-wife coming together again. They've changed. They've grown a lot with the emotional balance here. So yes, maybe that was a thing of the past. Maybe it's mellowed out a little bit, but they're still going to be like, F you, you don't tell me what to do. F you, don't speak to me like that. Or F you, I don't have to like what you like, or I don't have to think about what you think type of situation. And they're definitely not willing to stand down if they feel that they've been wronged somehow. Like, this person, like, if some guy, say, slaps your ass at the grocery store, they'll probably punch that guy in the face and beat them up and then have to go to jail for it type of vibe. Oh, also, they could have a birthday in January. So what is, I forget the January sign. Sorry, if you know, comment down below. That's all I'm getting for you guys. Let me know what you thought about it. This is a very interesting one. Hot, passionate, sexy, mysterious, interesting, troublemaker type of vibe, but also, you know, good at the core, romantic, loves you, just maybe didn't have a good childhood and can't show it as well as someone who did have both parents, for instance. But you know, they're coming from a good place, and they too deserve love. Thank you so much for watching, Group 3. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Bye. Hello, Group 4. If you picked the Heart Chakra Stone, which I also picked, so this should be interesting. Let's see who our future spouses, what they're like. Kind of nervous. Alright. Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Whoa. Fly. A period of ill health, depression. That's not funny. It's sad, but you know, we have to find humor in life. Aw, Bo, you are highly thought of. I'll get a close-up of these cards so you can see better, and I'll insert them here after I've shown you all the cards. Alright, so you get the House and Mountain. Oh my gosh, the Four of Wands. House is all about foundations, your home, and the Four of Wands is all about foundations. So something about that, definitely. The Fool, we got this in the last deck. Ten of Cups, let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Lovely. I am zooming into the little house in the back there. It's a beautiful house surrounded by nature, prairies type of vibe, lots of greenery, cottage type of feel. So this could be something that you want, and maybe you share this with this person is what I'm getting. Like, I think that your person puts a lot of importance on their house or their home. So I think that a huge part of your relationship is going to be about your dream home, building your home together. The Fool, you get the Fool twice from different decks. So that's definitely a confirmation of something. Fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Shadow attributes, using humor to wound rather than liberate. Denial of your emotional truth. So a little bit of a comedian, funny person, makes you laugh for sure. Someone you can have fun with. Maybe makes light of the serious thing. You remember how I was like reading the fly card, a period of ill health and depression, and I laughed? It's so weird how energy works like that. Like, I didn't even look at these cards, and I was just like, oh, it's good to have humor, blah blah blah. Anyways, I think that's the deal with this person. They make light of a serious situation sometimes, which some people won't like, but I think it's just their way of remaining sane. I love, love, love this. Okay, so our stack was a little like iffy in the beginning, but it's making a lot of sense. And it's getting better, and it's already better. Isolt, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. A little bit of a similar energy with the last group. Teasing kind of energy. Like, this person, is a good person, but they'll tease you. They're not always going to be sweet to you. I'm seeing a lot of these super sweet, affectionate couples on Instagram or YouTube kind of vibe. This is more of like, you're so stupid, like, you're annoying, leave me alone, and then they just like kiss you and stuff, even though you're trying to push them away and you're in a bad mood, maybe on your period or something. That kind of energy. Alright, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, I keep wanting to laugh at this stack, and it's probably because they find a lot of things funny. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So a little bit of a childish energy here with us, group 4. Music. They could be a musician. Maybe you could relate to something musical. By the book. So this is a card about traditions, and this is an 11. Reminds me of this 4 of Wands card, which is the 1111 card for many tarot readers, including myself. I do see 1111 now. So something about foundations, traditions, orthodoxy, especially with the house here, that's interesting. So maybe that's there's a challenge there, or this is something that's prominent in the relationship. Oh my god, you guys. Definitely very similar to group 3. Look at this. Crazy. I love it though. Come on, you guys have to love that. Sexuality, openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. And then passion right next to that. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance with this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm in love. No, but okay, so this person, like I said, is a little bit of a troublemaker, kind of like a cheeky rascal kind of energy, funny, humorous. However, I think that there's a seriousness to them, especially what passion says. It's almost like they're a safe place for you to come home in despite the BS. Like, you can laugh together, you can have a good time, you can make fun of the seriousness that you're experiencing, especially if you're like having issues with a house that you buy together or something. Like, maybe your house needs repairs. I think that this is the perfect person to go through that with, because they have this part of their personality that allows them to make light of such situations, or find the best, or have a good outlook, I guess, even in the downs of life. Let's see, anything else? So there's definitely something here about by the book. So it could be like a religion, religious doctrine, could be the Bible for some of you. It could even be your holy book. I know some of you are Muslim, so maybe it's something where this person is modern, but they're also respectful to their culture, to their tradition, to how they grew up. I feel that this person is very traditional. However, like, again, they're young, they're modern. Undying love and codependency. So yes, for you, group 4, there is so much passion and, again, like, good sex. Like I said in the past group, you probably have like amazing sexual chemistry. Probably attracted to them sexually right off the bat. But it's almost like this intense twin flame connection where you can't take your hands off of each other, and it kind of teeters on obsession and addiction. So keep an eye out on that. I know in the first 2 groups I was giving a warning because I was getting warnings before. So, keep an eye out on any potential addictions that could develop. In your case, it could be like a sexual addiction. And again, like a combustible, there's like this combustible quality to your relationship. I forget who said that. Somebody said that there was a combustible quality to their relationship. Oh, Megan Fox and MGK's recent interview or something like that. They said that. It's like that. You have that combustible quality in your relationship, but there's so much love there. You have undying love. Like, this is my favorite card from this deck. There's so much love there, and it's worth it. It's worth going through the ups and downs with this person. And I think you always keep coming back to each other. With you are highly thought of. I think that some of you could be dealing with insecurity, perhaps, or a period of negativity in your relationship. And that kind of caused you to question yourself. Or maybe you question yourself and then you question the relationship, you question their loyalty, but it's like all in your head. Like, it's all in your head. And I think that if you just learn to trust, regardless of what you're feeling, and to just look at things from a different perspective when you're feeling super lost or feeling stuck in the same negative thinking pattern, I think that could be a great thing for you. Yeah, because you do have blame here. It's so interesting that these cards are coming out. Blame and codependency. Like I said, with the combustible quality of your relationship. When something works out, you might tend to blame each other, but this is your lesson. This is your spiritual lesson, because you're a growing individual and you're getting wiser and more knowledgeable on a day-to-day basis. Instead of blaming others for all your problems, you start to take more responsibility, even in your relationships, and especially in your relationships, and especially in your relationship with your future spouse. So instead of blaming them like, oh, it's because you did this and you did that and you're being mean to me, it's more about how you're contributing to the energy in the relationship, right? And I feel that this is a lesson for you. I think this is actually a karmic lesson for you. Perhaps you have a past life relationship with this person. Honestly, I feel like you do. And it was worse back then. I think you blamed each other a lot, but now you're learning to kind of take responsibility and kind of softening. I'm hearing childhood issues. So you could share a similar childhood trauma, possibly. And that's kind of like a trauma bond for you, but this is now your moment to transcend that and to grow from that together. Yeah, that makes sense why I was getting that with the house and the mountain. So something maybe like in your childhood, in your family, that both affected you and you have that in common. For sure. Anything else? That's it though. But to conclude, your future spouse is an interesting person. Could be a musician. You could have musical talents together, or like produce something musically together. Maybe they play an instrument and you sing, or vice versa, or maybe both of you sing and play an instrument. Lots of passion here. Lots of passion with your future spouse. Always gonna have a good time. You're gonna love to be in each other's presence. You're building a family together. That's as far as I can see. You're building a family and a home together. You're looking for the perfect home together, and that's like one of the main things in your life with this person. It could have something to do with your 4th house. So if you're into astrology, I would check what your 4th house placement is and look at what that's about. I think it could give you more clues about this relationship, for some of you at least who are resonating with that message. Yeah, I keep hearing religion. There's something here about religion. And yeah, that's it. That's all I'm getting for you. Hopefully you resonated with this reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it and found value in it. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought in the comments. I would love to hear about that. Thank you again for tuning in and for sharing your energy with me and letting me read your cards. I'll tell you guys later. Bye. Hello, Group 5. Last but not least, welcome to your reading. If you picked this third eye chakra stone, I think this is. Let's see what your future spouse is like, how you meet, what they're like. All right, Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay, this is a very awesome card to get for your first card. Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. And marriage. Okay, well, that confirms it. And then you get the tree. Very solid energy pertaining to ancestors, your lineage, culture, maybe even. Oh, and look at that, the book. Kind of similar to the last group, talking about traditions and religions and the way that you were raised, like which religion you're from, your beliefs, your customs. You guys, the 2 of Cups. Holy crap. Oh, whoa. I love this though, the Devil. Capricorn energy here. Could be a Capricorn dealing with a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, of course. The Page of Cups. There is no instinct like that of the heart. Lord George Gordon Byron. I love that. So I think that for those of you who pick Group 5, I think you'll know. Like, this is one of the moments or one of the situations where you'll know. So be open to that. Be open to receiving that if that's your message and if that resonates with you. Midas and Miser, light attributes, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. Whoa, can I talk right now? Let me do that again. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. Shadow attributes, hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. So this is light and shadow attributes. Let's see which is coming through in a bit. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So this is showing up, and it makes a lot of sense with the book here. It could definitely be relating to Christianity. You could be a Christian or a Catholic even. And you could definitely share the same religion, past life relationship. You have known each other before. So there's so many similarities with the last stack and this one. So you may have chosen all, or not all, both of them, I should say. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Remember how I said in the beginning, you'll know? I think you'll know. Healing. And look at that. Blues right next to each other. Loyal heart. Jeez. This is so beautiful. This is like my favorite stack. Cosmic flower 9, or not 9, 18, but simplifies to 9. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into this world. That is that home word again, same vibe with the last stack. And inner child, playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. Oh, this is so awesome. Cosmic flower. So yes, with past life relationship and cosmic flower, like I said, you will recognize this person instantly. You'll know, like, you'll see them, you'll meet them, you'll be like, okay, there's something special about this person and I think this is something I should go for, something I should try, something that I should, give a shot. With the devil here, though, next to the Two of Cups, there's some issue with relationships in general, possibly. I'm not getting that this is about your relationship with this person. I think maybe for some of you, marriage is super important to you. And maybe there's something within the connection that's like a little bit iffy, causes hesitation in you. Like maybe they're from a different race and your family is always used to you and your siblings marrying from the same race. It's possible this person is of a different race, from a whole different culture, albeit sharing the same religion. Could be from different sects also. But with the tree and the book here, there's something so ancient about this, something so sacred and divine and holy. And that's because I think you value marriage, and I think you were always taught to value marriage. And if not, I think that you'll value marriage in ways that you don't understand when you get married. So what I'm saying is, I think that the person that you're marrying, or your future spouse, that's who you're marrying, jeez, I think that they're very much so spiritual, in a sense that they believe there should only be one marriage. They don't believe in divorce. And they believe that love is sacred, it's spiritual. It's possible that they want to save themselves for marriage, or they have they have a very low body count, if any at all. They only have sex with people that they love. They don't have casual sex kind of vibe. You do have Torch here, which is spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Loyal heart, trust, and healing. This tells me a lot about them. And like I said, they're very spiritual, maybe very religious, but in like a good way, in a balanced way, and spiritual. They are gentlemen. For sure, if you're a female watching this. If you're a man, they're kind of like the type of person you bring home to mom, or to mom and dad. They have a good head on their shoulders. They're very nurturing and motherly, I think, and I think that this attracts you. They're feminine, especially if you're a masculine. But if you're a feminine, they have a good and healthy feminine energy that they accept fully, and it's possible it has something to do with their mother. The way that they were raised, the way that their mother treated them, or even their father. Like they have a close connection with someone in their family that has really been an awesome mentor and guide for them with the unconditional love here. So yes, to conclude group 5, your person is a good person. Just honestly, this is like husband-wife material. And that's it. Husband-wife material. There's no instinct like that of the heart. You'll know. And you can trust them. And yeah, that's all I'm getting for you. They're so innocent, they're so pure, and I love that. Of course, they didn't have trouble-free life. They had their issues and their traumas and their setbacks. But But I do feel that this person has transcended that. It's possible you're dealing with someone who is used to arranged marriages also. For others of you, not all. And this might be a situation where you're not an arranged marriage, but it works out anyway. Alright, so that's all I'm getting for you, group 5. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know, and like this video, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Is this somebody that you would want to marry? If not, feel free to pick another stack. That's it. I hope you enjoy. Bye.